Hello and welcome to Hank Games without Hank. We are, of course, the Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers, and today we're playing Swansea City, and we are going to beat the living crap out of them. Look at Bald John Green and his beautiful mustache. He's wearing the captain's armband because he is our emotional leader. We've got John Green and John Green up front today. In center mid, we've got Leroy Williamson and French the Lana. We've got one size fits all and in the back and Fat Lucas in goal. I got an email from my assistant coach over the weekend saying that Fat Lucas has again gotten worse. His skill level, which was initially 62, is now down to 57. We're not seeing. Look, we're loyal to Fat Lucas. He's our keeper, and he always has been. But his skill level is getting worse and worse, and I don't know what that means about his personal life or what he's been up to off the pitch. But it's disappointing because obviously we're invested in Fat Lucas, and we don't want to be put in a position where he can't be our keeper anymore. But if we're gonna be if we're gonna have to make that decision. If we're gonna be a great team, where are we gonna place loyalty and where are we gonna place quality? How are we gonna rank those things? And what are our values as a team gonna be? Those are difficult questions for a team like the Swoodilypoopers, and I don't have easy answers. And I think that in time I may come to look to you for those answers. You, the supporters. A lot of clubs in English football are owned, at least in part, by their supporters, and more and more I'm thinking that is the solution for the Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers. That's something that you'd be interested in, if you love the Swoodilypoopers enough to want to be a part of the club's future. That would, of course, be it. Oh, that's disappointing. Other John Green can't get it between the pipes, as they say in hockey. But I'm interested to know if you guys, serious, it would be for charity, obviously. But if you guys would be interested in owning the club, essentially, and there would be you would all be, or any members would be board, like basically members of the board of directors, and you would help me pick the starting lineups and do everything else. Let me know if that's something that interests you. Oh boy. John Green to John Green, goal! Yes! Hug each other. Oh wow, that's yikes. Wow, that's gonna be screenshot. Just beautiful stuff. That's when one John Green passes to another John Green and magic happens. So, Swansea City already down 1-0. So today I'm going to talk to you about writing for the movies and my experiences writing for the movies. I wrote goal! It's Perry! Yes, great job, Perry. You've become a fixture of our squad, and I'm proud of you. Wow, it's great stuff. Look at Leroy Williamson; he's delighted. Anyway, I wrote a screenplay for Paper Towns, my third novel, and I wrote that script for a big movie company called Mandate that's made a lot of movies, including Juno and Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. That's of course their greatest accomplishment. It was an interesting process. Writing for the movies is really different from writing books because when I'm writing a book, I'm writing for you, right? I'm writing directly for the reader of the book. When you write a movie, you're writing for the person who's going to make the movie, which is, so you're writing essentially a blueprint from which then a movie gets made, hopefully. Although in the case of Paper Towns, definitely never, because. Partly because my script wasn't that good, and partly because it's just not the kind of movie that's getting made these days. To be fair, my script really wasn't that good, and it's just not where my passion is. Like I like movies and I like going to the movies, and I always have a good time. But the most engaging experiences I have are not with film, and that's just a personal thing. That's some people experience life that way and some people don't, and I don't think there's a better or worse way or anything like that. I just think it's my my way. So I really, really tried hard to write the script. I mean, it's the hardest writing gig I've ever had by far, and the one I most wanted to succeed at because, well, I mean, because there's a lot of money in Hollywood, and it would be nice if I didn't have to worry about money. And in my mind, I was thinking, if this works out, I can be writing can be it can finance my writing, and I won't have to worry about selling Fat Lucas. That you can say he's a 57, but that save wasn't a 57. That save was 100. Um, I thought that it might be a way to make it easier for me to write the stories I wanted to write and not have to worry about money, and that would have been fun and cool and everything. But in the end, it wasn't. There wasn't that much money involved. So Perry and other John Green scored the first two goals for the Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers. We need to work on our goal differential if we are going to win the championship, because it's very tight up there at the top. There are 3 teams with 57 points right now, and we have 44, I think. So, but the 3 teams with 50 points, who are 6 points above us on the table, also all have better goal differentials than we do. Great pass there, ball, John Green. So A, it's fundamentally different. B, I wasn't that good at it. C, when you write a book, it's one conversation with one person usually. Like my editor and I, Julie Strauss-Gable, are really, really close, and I trust her judgment more completely, like more than I trust my own judgment. Like if I think I'm right about something and Julie thinks I'm wrong, I'm probably wrong, and I know that. But in movies, there isn't just one other person in the form of an editor who's having that conversation with you. There are dozens of other people, and they often disagree, and it's very hard to know like whose judgment to trust. And ball, John Green goes for the far post, should have passed. Disappointing result. Yeah, you had that whole part of the goal there. You could have that's where you should have put it. So it's tough. You don't know whose judgment to trust. You don't know whose advice is good advice and like whose advice is just going to be disastrous for the movie. And there are a lot of people telling you a lot of different things, and it's very hard to make everyone happy, but you have to make everyone happy on some level, because the other thing about movies is that they are incredibly expensive, right? I mean, like it takes, Fat Lucas. Fat Lucas with a save that can only be called not the save of a player with a 57 skill level. I mean, I'm not seeing, maybe it's on the practice field, Fat Lucas, it just isn't playing as well because he's not focused, because he's got his demons. But right now, he's playing a great game. He's made a couple huge saves. So I wasn't good at that. I wasn't good at balancing the needs of all the various people who needed to be who needed to have their voices heard. And it's a real skill. Like there are some people who are really good at it, making sure that everybody feels like they've been listened to. But I was not good at that at all. And, in trying to incorporate everyone's ideas, I ended up making the terrible tackling. I'm going to need you, Fat Lucas. You scared him. You scared him into missing the shot, and I'm proud of you. But in trying to like make everyone happy, I ended up making no one happy, as is often the case. And, and so it didn't work out. But it was a really interesting process. I'm still really grateful for the opportunity, because I really did enjoy, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was weird, but I liked it. And Hollywood is always going to feel fancier in some way than books are going to feel, right? Like there's just, because it costs tens of millions of dollars to make a movie, there's just a level of fancy that you can't get in literature. And that part was fun, like going to the lots of the big studios and everything. Like that was really cool, and I mean, not something I'd forget. But I just don't think I'm going to be good at it ever. And I also just don't think it's where I want to spend my time. Like I'd rather be playing. I know this sounds weird, but I'd rather be playing FIFA for you guys directly than trying to convince someone to spend $10 million, $20 million, $30 million to make something that, may or may not be good. Oh no. Oh no. That was my mistake. Oh. You guys are always getting on me about failing to clear the ball. That's another example of why I desperately need a board of directors to run the Swoodilypoopers, because I'm not good enough. Like my decision making is just questionable. And I need the board of directors to to hold me accountable, essentially. And also to help me out with tactics and starting lineups, and teach me some skills, and to encourage the boys, of course. So we've got to hold tight here, because it's the 86th minute. We're up 2-1, and we definitely don't have the momentum. Oh, look at that! Look at other John Green, just so tough. Goal! Oh, he's so tough. I love it. That's right. You're an airplane. Fly into the corner. Yes, John Green, Nate Bennett. Beautiful. Making his husband proud. Look at he's a finisher with the left foot. Great stuff. Man. So the Swoodilypoopers are going to win another game. Unnecessary slide tackle of celebration. Unnecessary slide tackle of celebration. You guys can do whatever you want. You can score another goal. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Fat Lucas isn't going to let you score. Well, yes, he is. Oh, Fat Lucas. Sorry, that was my fault for doing unnecessary slide tackles of celebration. Yet another reason that I need a board of directors to give me directives such as, hey, maybe don't do unnecessary slide tackles of celebration because our goal differential matters, dumbass. But that's the end of the game, and these Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers have won again, thanks to 2 goals from other John Green and 1 goal from Perry Perry. The Swansea Cities are smelling their armpits in shame. Look at other John Green, looking great. He used to be a Bennett, but now he's a Green. Thanks for watching Hank Games Without Hank. You will hear me next time here. Did I do it right? Best wishes.